Hello, and welcome to another video chat. We're here today to give you a few updates and answer a few questions for you and talk about several different topics. But first, I'm going to start by thanking you again for all the hard work that you've done as a company, as personnel inside the company, and all the things that we're doing to keep each other safe and continue the workings of the company. So again, thank you, and I think we're doing a great job. To that end, as a little COVID update for you, we still have had only 3 people in the company test positive for COVID-19. 2 of those people are back to work already, and the last one is resting at home, and we wish that employee well. Another little update with respect to Steel Partners. They originally, I think, had around 22 reported positive tests in the whole of Steel Partners, and right now we're down to less than 10 positives in the Steel Partners world as well, and they've had obviously those people come back to work as well. So things are going in the right direction, and we're happy about that. So now for a little business update for you with respect to OMG. Again, things continue to go in a positive direction. FastenMaster specifically is really picking up very strong, substantially over last year. Roofing is still down from last year, and overall the company's probably slightly down from last year when we compare year over year, but not a lot. It's in the single digits, and generally speaking, having some very good months and weeks in this close future. In fact, we are looking to pick up more volume and try to get more volume out the door. You'll see some people coming into work, and some new people coming into work as well, because we need those people to get our volumes back up and get our shipping back up. We did have a question on the website with respect to that, and the question was, so if we're doing well, what is the possibility of the people who had their pay cut or salaries cut, what's the possibility of getting that back? And I can only tell you that we have a commitment from Steel Partners to look at that on June 30th. We continue to show them our results every day. The better the results are, obviously, the better chance we have of doing that, and I'm sure they'll make that decision. However, I do want to mention that there are no guarantees, and the decision is a Steel Partners in total decision, not just an OMG decision with respect to that. So now I'm going to turn it over to Sarah for some conversation on wellness checks and Smart Dollar, and then we'll kind of come back to a few more questions for you. So take it away, Sarah.
Thank you, Hubert. So I wanted to talk about wellness checks first. We've been talking about these for a little bit of time, and we actually are going to be implementing them at each of our locations starting next week. So we've prepared a separate video, and it really gives you a great overview of what that process is going to look like, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that now. What I will say is it involves a temperature check, and you need to do it each day. Watch the video. We're going to resend it out again on Monday so that you're prepared. Some locations, I think Charlotte and Rockford, are starting on Monday. The rest of us will most likely start Tuesday, but we'll have some detail to you about where to go, what time to go, and all kinds of stuff like that. So please reach out with any questions after you watch the video. So the other thing I wanted to talk about today was just some webinars that we're going to have make available to you just for OMG from the Smart Dollar team. We talked about reaching out to them to ask for some support that we could give to you in the event that you're having any financial impact tied to this coronavirus. They were great. They put these 2 videos together. We've posted the times. Each video is going to be available 2 separate times. You can share them with your family. One is taking control of your money. The other one is about budgeting, but I think they both could be really helpful. Again, if you have any questions about the video on the well checks or on Smart Dollar, please reach out. Thank you.
So thank you, Sarah. And so we just want to kind of wrap up with a few things, and specifically, we've had a lot of questions, or not a lot of questions, but some questions about really the work from home conversation that we've started and bringing people back, and also the unpaid time and trying to curtail that so that we get more people back to work and that kind of thing. So I know that there are some questions floating around with respect to that. We have several of them on the website, and right now we're going to hold those questions for a little bit, and we're going to tell you that we're still looking for guidance from the state of Massachusetts specifically. We do have some guidance from some of the other states, But in Massachusetts, Governor Baker has said that he'll be giving guidance for companies and people returning and kind of returning the economy on May 18th, which is Monday, 3 days from now. So once we get that guidance, we'll then come out with another video and give you some of the answers to some of those questions. I did finally want to mention that, when we do make these decisions, when we do bring people back to the company, when we do, talk about unpaid time and all these kind of things, the main criteria that we use in any of these decisions is really the CDC, the state's guidance, and then finally Steel Partners guidance. So, and those are the areas that we're going to follow and the guidance that we're going to follow going forward. When we also make these decisions going forward, the first thing we think about is the safety of the people and the best things we can do to keep our people safe and keep them in the company working as safely as possible. And then the last thing we're going to look at is really how does it affect the company and what is the long-term goals of the company and how do we keep the company working as a strong business entity and things like that. So in the end, I really just want to thank you. I want to thank you all again for your help. I want to thank all our teams that are working on all these things, whether it's wellness checks, whether it's keeping the company clean, everyone in the company working hard and keeping us safe. And obviously keeping us going as a strong business entity. It's very important. So thank you very much, and we will talk to you next week.